On May 6, 1951, amidst the desperate shadows of war that shook the very foundation of this land, God planted a seed of hope. The first humble service, held in the officers' mess hall in Daegu, marked the glorious beginning of military missions in the Republic of Korea. The small tent church, established the following year, served as a beacon of the gospel that never flickered despite the storms. It became a sanctuary of divine comfort for a wounded nation, and the sacred birthplace of military evangelization. In every time of national crisis, God has worked through faithful leaders. In 1955, as the army headquarters returned to Seoul, the directive to build a sanctuary where civilians can also meet the Lord was a divine orchestration for this nation. On May 29 of that year, the dedication service, attended by the President and top military commanders, established the National Military Central Church as a holy watchtower, safeguarding both national security and spiritual integrity. The completion of the Gideon Temple in 1969 was a solemn command from God to raise a powerful military armed with faith. Under the banner of spiritual combat readiness, the National Military Central Church instilled the spirit of Gideon, who triumphed with only 300 warriors, into the hearts of our soldiers. By declaring that invisible faith is the very foundation of national defense, the Church began to write a history of spiritual victory for the Republic of Korea Armed Forces. In 1989, as the three military branches relocated to Gyeongdae, the church was renamed the National Military Central Church. This was a divine calling to unite the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines through the love of Christ. The beautiful new sanctuary dedicated in 1992 became the spiritual cradle for all military branches and a shining symbol of national evangelization in the modern history of Korean Christianity. The mission of the National Military Central Church has continuously flowed beyond its walls. In 2015, our devotion to the construction of the Yeonmudae Military Church for the next generation of soldiers was a sacrifice akin to becoming a grain of wheat. Furthermore, the establishment of the Wirye Military Church in 2017 was a holy act of God to expand the horizons of military missions and save more souls for His kingdom. The past 75 years of history have been entirely by the grace of God. Standing upon the ruins of war, we have risen through faith and are now preparing for the vision of the next 100 years with a state-of-the-art worship environment. As the Mother Church of military missions, we will never let the flame of prayer fade. On the solid rock of our 75th anniversary, our mission will continue until the kingdom of God fully reigns over the Republic of Korea and its armed forces. We cordially invite you to join us on this glorious journey of faith.